What the heck? Welcome, everybody. I just realized I didn't have the audio lined up with the clock countdown. Welcome to another night of Disney trivia. My name is Dean. I'm here at the live place, and I'm very excited to welcome my guest tonight as I switch modes here and I bring on my good friend, Steve of StevesWorld. Steve, thank you for being here, my friend.
Oh, thanks for the invitation, man. I'm honored. Thank you for letting me come on.
When I asked Steve, I said, would you join me for some trivia? I asked him, what Disney topic would you do? There wasn't a hesitation. Disney villain.
100%.
Well, we're going to get into it here shortly, but just so you guys get a head start, you can go to the directions below the video and you'll see that you can go to myquiz.org. Everyone can participate in this. And so we're going to have some trivia starting in about 10 minutes. And go ahead and get set up now if you like. But for the moment, I'm going to let you, Steve, welcome everybody in the chat.
Okay. Of course, the live place is here. Welcome in, Dean. Big Disney fan, welcome in, buddy. Rob Fuzz, what's up, my man? Welcome into the stream. Grace F, welcome. It's Joey's World. And Pearl Manhattan, thank you guys for all being here. We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you very much. All right, all right, so as part of the live place, one of the ideas that I had is because everybody has been doing trivia was to kind of keep a collective total. And so what I'm going to do now is for the next few minutes, show you who the trivia winners were recently. Hello, Joy. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so Steve, I'm going to take you off here momentarily. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to this screen right here. All right. So first off, I did I not? Yeah, there it is. So I did Disneyland trivia last month with Arnie of Pepper Tree Villa, and it was a lot of fun. Arnie came in, and after every question, he'd give us a little more insight into it or just make some comments, which is what Steve is doing tonight. Anyway, the results were Ben of Pepper Tree Villa came in first, as did Mike Wheeler, who only got one wrong, and he was doing it. And then we had Avery, who's always in the leaderboard, and Ryan Schoenfeld as well. So congratulations, guys. And then the next two winners are from Eye to Eye Disney Through Our Eyes, which is Kyle and Jessica. And they do trivia every Thursday night. And I believe it's at 7 o'clock. Check the live place. And they did a night on Hamilton. Once again, our buddy Avery won. And I see him in the chat there. Hello, Avery. Hello, Lori. I see you there. Pam's fam, good to see you. And Nana Barb, nice to have you here. Tracy Glenn, good to see you. All right, hopefully I didn't miss anybody. So that was there 2 weeks ago. And then the week after that, they did the Disneyland 65th anniversary trivia night. Once again, Avery came on top. Captain Akron, 27, came in second, and Alex Bruner came in third. So awesome job. And then Amy from AGC Magic TV had trivia on June 23rd. Once again, Avery won that. Pam's fam came in second, who's in the chat as well. And Griswold Family Vacation, which is Daniel, and he won, came in third place. So total, let's see. Oh no, and there was one more. We've gotten some new channels recently. We've gotten cruise channels, and Vizos Travel had trivia on June 15th, and they only had two top placers, and that again was Avery and the Griswold Family Vacation. So here is the total. And Avery is way out on top with 48 points now. Mike Wheeler in second with 27, Ryan Schoenfeld in third with 12, and then we got some people at tied for fourth. So, and you can see it from there. So anyway, congratulations, and we'll keep doing this here. So, all right, let's move back. Okay, and then here we go. So let me just check and see how we're looking here, if anybody's signed up yet. So we only have one right now. So let's do this. If you're going to participate in the trivia, what you need to do is go to myquiz.org and then enter code 476879. And I think it asks you for your name. So for everyone who's participating, go ahead and go out there, and we'll give you a few minutes here. Let me bring Steve back. Just a minute. Okay. All right. So we'll give people a few minutes here.
Yeah, I posted in the chat there. People want to click on the link and then use the code.
Thank you, Steve. So here's a trivia question. What's Steve's favorite villain of all time?
That's an easy one. I say it all the time. So
I think I know it. I'll wait and see if somebody says it in the chat. I'm pretty sure I know who it is. Hey, Nathan Retta, good to see you. Hi, Pearl, if I didn't say hi to her earlier. And yes, Pam, definitely in the top 10. Yeah, Avery is just kind of run away with this thing, but we can still catch him. All right. I'm not seeing people connecting to the trivia thing. Why don't you go ahead in the chat and tell me if you are connecting? Okay, we got a couple guesses here. Dr. Facilier, is that correct, Steve?
that is correct.
Did I pronounce it right?
Yes.
All right. Actually, I thought it was somebody else.
Oh, no, but it's 100. It's Dr. Facilier. He's I know, I love that movie, and he's just an incredible villain. So
Yeah.
I know he's been my favorite since it pretty much came out.
Well, let's see. Nathan says, yo, Dean, when are we doing the live place news? That's a great question. I believe it's in 2 weeks, Nathan, and I think it is posted to the live place. Pearl says she thinks she's your favorite villain. Hey, Isaac Nail, good to have you here. Hey, Raven's Nest Essentials, good to have you here. Okay, let me go back. For some reason, okay, there we are. We're getting some people now.
You might need to refresh if it's not showing.
Okay, let me do that.
But guys, come have fun with us. Click on that little link right there. Enter the code. Put your name in, and play along.
Yeah, and we'll have fun. I know that we've got some other streamers on at the same time, so but it's all good. We're gonna have some fun here, and let me go ahead and bring it up here. Oh my goodness, going all over the place. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. I think we're going to roll with this, Steve.
All right.
Are you ready? So everybody knows there's 25 questions. All the this one's a little bit unique in that before it would always be like the answer would be one of the parks or something like that. In this case, they're more unique, and so there's always 3 answers. You have 20 seconds to answer it, and then afterwards we'll have 30 seconds to chat about it. So, all right, here we go. Let's get this thing rolling. All right, I'm going to start it now. Which of these was not one of the excuse me, evil hyenas in The Lion King? Was it Marco, Shenzi, or Ed? There we go. All right. 30 seconds. Where do you rank Lion King on your list of favorites? Is it a good one, Steve?
Easily in my top 3.
Really?
It's an incredible. It was groundbreaking in my opinion. I think it's still groundbreaking. It's depending on the day, you could always say, "Oh, I like this one better." But when you go back and think of the masterpieces, Lion King is way up there.
Oh, definitely. Question 2 in The Little Mermaid. What name did Ursula go by when she transformed into a regular girl? Was it Noelle, Sheila, or Vanessa? And remember, for anyone joining, don't put your answer in the chat. Just, hey, we got 100% on this one. Everyone knew.
I was at okay, I see how the timer's reading now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Little Mermaid, that's obviously Zip's movie, but dated a girl named Vanessa once. She kind of reminded me of Ursula. So. He was neat. No, I'm just kidding. That's a great movie.
Yeah. All right. I think Zip knows her. The real name of this villain is Buddy Pine. Who is he? Is he Sid, Syndrome, or Sykes? The answer is Syndrome.
And that's a movie that did way better than I thought it would. The Incredibles, believe it or not, and with The Incredibles 2, how well it did. I'm not a fan, that big of a fan of that, The Incredibles or Incredibles 2. I don't understand it that much. I get it. It wasn't a great movie for me.
It's probably my favorite Pixar movie, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry, buddy.
It's good, but to me, it's just not great.
Which villain used the word idiot for idiot? Was it King Louis? Was it Captain Hook? Or was it Amos Slade? Captain Hook?
Yes. Oh, it tells you who picked who as well. That's cool. Amos Slade was the villain from the Fox and the Hound, and could have been guessed. I mean, I knew that one, but I could have guessed Amos Slade could have said something like that.
Seems like it, right? All right, next question coming up here. What villain is known as the Lord of Lies? Is it Cruella de Vil, the Evil Queen, or Loki? And that is, of course, Loki.
Yeah, Loki. I think Loki's misunderstood.
How so?
I mean, he ultimately is not the bad guy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He sees things from a different perspective, but ultimately, I think he has the same goal in mind, just not the right methods to get there.
Well, kind of in the end, he's not. He's kind of turning into a good guy, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. All right. Question number 7 coming up here. The normally calm William Cecil Clayton was the villain in which Disney movie? Was it Tarzan, Mulan, or Treasure Planet? Tarzan.
Yes, Tarzan is one of my favorite movies too, and a lot of people don't know the William or Cecil part, but Tarzan makes reference to him by Clayton several times, especially when he fires the gun, and Tarzan mimics the gun sound.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he mimics the gun sound and says Clayton a couple times.
I never heard that. All right, next question. This villain with friends on the other side is also known as the Shadow Man. Is that Hades, Dr. Facilier, or Long John Silver? That is your favorite villain.
Yes, it is. Princess and the Frog is probably my top 5 movies too for Disney. The music's incredible. What's that?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, the music's amazing. It's got a great. It's just an incredible story, and like I said, Dr. Facility is my dude, so he's good.
All right, I got Disney Plus. It's on there, right?
Yes, it is.
Question 8. Which villain quoted this line? This will be a day long remembered. Was it Captain Gantu, Thanos, or Darth Vader? Of course, the answer. Ooh, not too many people got it. Yeah.
Captain Gantu was the villain from Lilo and Stitch. Most people voted for.
I believe Darth Vader said this in the very first Star Wars, Episode 4, pretty early on. Are you a big Star Wars fan?
Oh, huge Star Wars fan. Star Wars is. I'm so glad Disney acquired them and not Star Trek, because I can't stand Star Trek. Star Wars, though, epic.
Definitely. I love Star Trek, but which Marvel villain quoted, "We're ironmongers. We make weapons"? Was it Obadiah Stane? Was it Hilo? Or was it Ultron?
The second one's Hela.
Oh, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Hela. Okay. Then it's probably not that one. Ooh. I thought people would guess Ultron on this one.
Yep. Obadiah Stane is the villain from Iron Man that was played by Jeff Bridges. Yeah. Very stoic bad guy. He's easy to forget, unless because it's like way back when we first started doing these, and MC was just getting popular. But incredible bad guy.
He really was. Jeff Bridges can do both sides. Really.
For sure.
He was, of course, in Tron. Which villain formed a group of crime lords called the Shadow Collective? Darth Sidious, Darth Vader, or Darth Maul? And had I not done the research, I wouldn't have known this one. Oh, people did pretty well.
Yeah, I don't think they ever mentioned this in the actual movies. I could be wrong, but I don't think they do. I think you got to go back to the maybe even the cartoon or the comics to find this. I could be wrong, but I don't think they mentioned it in the movies.
I think you're correct. Yeah. Yep. And Darth Maul is somebody you're acquainted with, right?
I am indeed. I might have looked like him once or twice.
You sure did. And a heck of a job. So which bad guy said, "Fair? I'll tell you what's not fair. Spending a lifetime on a dime store shelf watching every other toy be sold." Was that Lotso, Stinky Pete, or Ken? And there you go. Stinky Pete.
Yeah, Stinky Pete. Toy Story 2 is my least favorite of all of them, even worse than Toy Story 4. But Stinky Pete, the prospector, is what he is. He's an okay bad guy. I didn't think he was a very strong character. But I know where he's, again, could be construed as misunderstood as opposed to just being a villain. You want to keep everybody together.
Would you say Sid was the best villain in Toy Story?
Yes. Or Lotso.
All right, Lotso is pretty good. Arnhem Zola, did I pronounce that right?
Mm-hmm.
Works for what Marvel villain? Is it Red Skull, Helmut Zemo, or Ego? Yeah, most people got it.
Arnhem Zola is played by Toby Jones in Captain America: The First Avenger. He's the scientist that's trying to work with the blue crystal. I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, he's working with Hugo Weaving's character who plays the Red Skull.
That actor is really good. In fact, if you see him in the Sherlock, British Sherlock, he's really good in there. Yep. These three sisters share one eye, which they use to see the future in Hercules. Is it Radigan, Monstro, or Fates? Hey, Mike Wheeler. Hey, Downscale. The answer is Fates. Oh, most people knew this one.
Yeah, all the other two are male antagonists. So, but it's still a pretty good one. Fates is one of the lesser known villains. Really, Hercules. I mean, Hades is the villain there.
Is it? Oh, so Hades is the primary villain in Hercules?
Oh, for sure, 100%.
I haven't seen that one yet either.
Another fantastic score.
I always get in trouble for that. In what other film did Maleficent's little goblin henchman appear in? Who Framed Roger Rabbit, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, or The Sword in the Stone? This is kind of a unique question. Oh, hardly one person got it.
Yeah, I actually knew this one, but I can't remember the scene they're in. I knew they weren't in Sword and Stone and the Sorcerer's Apprentice, but Who Framed Roger Rabbit's the one that a lot of people forget about, but I highly recommend you go back and watch it. It's one of the first real life action with comedy that was done quite well, I thought.
Never saw it.
Dude, we're going to have to start a movie night.
I'm going to stay up all night tonight. Who is the villain Butler in the Aristocats? My kids love the Aristocats.
Mhm.
Duckworth, Heathcliff, or Edgar Balthazar? Yeah, most people got it.
Yep.
Edgar Balthazar. Do you like that one?
Oh, for sure, for sure. Aristocats has some great. That's where they used to use characters that crossed over voices, so you would hear voices thinking like Baloo is there, but they've changed since then.
I remember that. It was same voices as Jungle Book, right?
Yep. And do you get more points the faster you answer the question?
I'm not. I think you do. Yeah, I think you do. Which Disney villain doesn't die in the end? The Evil Queen, Jafar, or Radigan? Mike Wheeler says he loves Hades. All right, I'll watch it, Mike. Jafar.
Yeah, Aladdin's another one of those timeless masterpieces that. Well, I'm a more fan of the more modern stuff, basically since I was born, as opposed to the older stuff. But I like change and innovation and new technology, and Aladdin's one of those though that the story will hold through.
Yeah. You like the old one or new one better?
You mean the live action or the?
Yeah.
I think the live action's fantastic.
I did too. I was amazed at it, and I love the old one. What movie's villain is named after the real-life man who stole Oswald the Lucky Rabbit from Walt? Is it Charles Munse from Up, Randall Boggs from Monsters, Inc., or Sir Miles Axelrod from Cars 2? Charles Munse.
That is correct. From Up. So I don't know the whole story behind the real life Charles Munse, but I think it correlated really well to the guy that was in search of Kevin, the rare bird, to in the movie Up. So,
and the real character, I think it's Charles Mintz. It's close, but yeah, if you read that, it's what led Walt to invent Mickey Mouse. So it was a good story in the end.
Mm.
Who is the captain of the Flying Dutchman in the Pirates movies? Is it Hector Barbosa, Blackbeard, or Davy Jones? Hey, Miguel. Good to see you.
What's up, Miguel?
Miguel is the reason we do trivia. He and Daniela started all this.
That's how I found this whole community.
That's right. I remember that. Oh, it's Davy Jones.
Yeah, the Flying Dutchman is the one where all the characters are fish people, and then they go to skeletons in the moonlight and all that. So they all do a thing, but it's the fish people one that it's a lifetime of servitude.
The Davy Jones character in there, I didn't think he was all that intimidating, just to be honest.
Really?
I didn't. Which villain knows the last digit of pi? Is it Prince Hans, Gaston, or Uncle Hades? I'm assuming this comes from a song. Oh, wow.
And he makes mention of it in the movie because there is no last digit of pi. It's an irrational number that keeps going on forever. And he makes some comment along the lines of himself, being great, but there is no real last digit of pi.
Yeah. That's I think that's one of Disney's finer movies.
Oh, yeah. That whole era right there in the early 90s was some of their best work.
And Gaston is the kind of villain you love. Screen's flavor is the puppet assassin for which Disney villain? Ed Dillinger, Evelyn Deaver, or David Nix? And of course, Evelyn Deaver from The Incredibles 2, which you weren't a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of still. I mean, it's okay. I just don't see the groundbreaking numbers. I don't think it's worthy of the groundbreaking numbers and accolades that it receives.
I didn't think Evelyn Deaver was a great villain.
Not at all.
Yeah. I love The Incredibles 1.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. All right. Which villain has a sadistic penchant for beheadings? Queen of Hearts, Queen Nerissa, or the Horned King? This is a tough one, I thought. Oh, wow. Tough one. Everybody got it.
So, the Horned King is obviously Black Cauldron, but she's always going around singing off with her heads. For those that don't know, Queen Nerissa is from the movie Enchanted, which is a really cool one with James Marsden. It's another live action cartoon movie.
Okay. I put another answer in there that could have been construed from Robin Hood, and then I looked it up and he did beheadings too. Whoops. Who is the conceited villain or bad person in Chicken Little? Buck Cluck, Turkey Lurkey, or Foxy Loxy? Is Chicken Little a Disney movie? Why am I forgetting?
It's a lesser known Disney movie, but it's really incredibly well done.
Yeah. Foxy Loxy. Remember that character?
Oh yeah, Fox. Well, it made sense too because all the time Foxes are trying to get in chicken pens, but it's not a bad movie. It's somewhat annoying sometimes. It's not. A lot of people compare it to Home on the Range, but it's really a good movie, and people should definitely go check it out.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, Griswold family of the K, good to see you, Daniel. Yeah, Avery's usually on top. I think he's in second though now. Which villain said you are giving up your life and saving no one? So much for love. Maleficent, the White Witch, or Ursula? And, nobody got it. Holy cats.
Nobody got it?
And nobody got it. Did you remember it?
I did. The White Witch, for those of you that were wondering, is Jadis from the Chronicles of Narnia. So she was the White Witch.
Yep. Right when they were bringing Aslan to the table.
Mm-hmm.
What villain is the mother of Drizella and Anastasia? Is it Mother Gothel, Queen Grimhilde or Lady Tremaine? Mike says Chicken Little is a Disney movie. Chicken Little and Abby Mallard. Oh, looks like everybody got this one. I guess that was an easy.
Lady Tremaine. For those that don't know, too, Queen Grimhilde is actually the evil queen from Snow White. A lot of people don't know her last name, but Lady Tremaine is very well known for being the mother of the two Cinderella's stepdaughters or stepsisters.
I like the way they cast all three of those bad ladies.
Yes.
All right. Question 25, this last one. In which film do we never see the villain? Is it The Rescuers, Bambi, or Fantasia? And it is Bambi.
Yep. What was the first? I can't see. What was that for? The Rescuers.
Rescuers.
That's the guy that was hunting the eagles, and that was the Australia one. But the one with the missing child. But Fantasia is one of my favorite villains in Chernobog, which he's in there too. That's incredible. But yeah, Bambi has, I think, the fire. I think Rondo's in there, but he's not the main antagonist. He's just like a sidestep. But it's pretty good.
Yeah. And of course, with Bambi, the main villain is man, correct?
Is what?
Man.
Well, yeah, man and create, yeah, for sure.
Yep. All right. Well, here we go. And I don't know how many were participating. I think it was about 10. So, Mom Maleficent, nice job. Great to have you here. I don't remember you being here before, but you topped Avery, the Cuban American. That is no easy feat. So, congratulations. And then we, of course, have Avery, who's way out the lead for our total points right now. Congratulations. Pam's fam, nice job. Third place. Hawkeye Keith is big Disney fan. Good to have you. You did real well, Keith. Congrats. Sean Smurdell, congratulations. Nice to have you here. And Pearl Manhattan, 6th place. VT Chick 1998 in 7th. Grace F, good to see you again, coming in 8th. Downscale, I think he started late, and 9th place in Allie J. So thank you very much, everyone, for
Mom Maleficent is that Raven's Nest Essentials?
Oh, yeah, it must be maybe. Oh, yeah, our first time. So
congratulations.
Nice to have you here. I see Rachel's here. Nice to have you here, Rachel. All right. Well, Steve, maybe what we could do, let me go ahead and remove this. Steve has been on live streams all day, and maybe what we could do, since Pete is live right now interviewing Walt from Mouse Talk, is to send people over to Pete McDevitt. So if you guys, is it easy for you to put it in the thing, Steve?
Yeah, I can do it real quick.
So Steve is going to put a link into Pete's channel, and he's interviewing Walt of Mouse Talk right now, and I think he's interviewing Tanya, that crazy Disney lady, after Walt, and they're both great people and a part of this community. So definitely check that out. And next week, I'll be doing another trivia night. I'll be doing Pixar trivia. So join me for that. And Steve, what's going on with this and that and everything else you're doing?
Well, it's going to be interesting because you don't have to do that for sure. It's going to be interesting. I'll be tomorrow. I'm doing the food and wine booths because I had a PowerPoint presentation that we didn't get to use last week, so I want to utilize it because it was a lot of slides. But Wednesday, we don't know what we're doing yet. We pass it around. We usually figure it out around Tuesday night for what we're doing on Wednesday. But it's going to be fun, and I will be mobile that day, so it's going to be fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, everyone, for joining. I'm going to go ahead and bring up a couple slides here just to end it. Let me do this and do that. And we are now at 110 channels. And I didn't even tell you this, Steve, because you mentioned the WDW couple. They are on with the live place now. So good to have Josh and what's his wife's name? Josh. I can't remember her name. And 111 channels. Here are my partners: Resort TV 1, got Road Trip Dave, Miguel, who was on earlier, and Daniela from A Disney Life for Me, and Rob Fuzz, my partners in crime. And now my other channel is Dreamers Empire. Like I was telling somebody last night, I don't recommend having 2 channels, but I do have 2 channels. So that's my other channel and website. And if you need to contact me, this is the information. Contact me through my email or through the website. And finally, my final saying is the end, or should I say the beginning of your future. And I'm going to put Steve back on. Thank you, Steve, once again for being here. I really appreciate it.
And Josh's wife's name is Taylor. For your, it's Josh.
Thank you. Yep. All right. All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for being here. Kadani, Sean, I didn't see you earlier. Nice to have you here. Timothy Rainwaters, good to see you. T-Town, Maryland. Everybody's coming on now. Jump on over to Pete McDevitt and say hi from us. So
tell Dean,
thanks,
and mark your calendars for Sundays to come hang out with Dean. Dean's an incredible guy. He does so much for this community. Let's give Dean a little bit more participation in some of these because he deserves it.
I appreciate it, brother. I will say too, I made some website changes recently, and I think with time that they'll make more sense in why I'm doing that. So definitely check out theliveplace.com. We've got 111 live streamers. We've got 80 some shows every week. So plenty to keep you busy. So thanks everyone and have a good night.